We're here at Studio 9 working with 5 amazing students ages grade 10 to 12, and we're teaching them spoken word poetry and film photography, and all of that is based around the idea of breastfeeding and female empowerment and community development.
I'm teaching them about film photography and basically using it as a way to introduce the idea that film is still important.
It was a really big challenge trying to find a school who was willing to let us come in and work with them.
She said they're working on an art piece for interior health, and she had actually been looking for students around public schools in the district, and unfortunately wasn't getting a very good response.
And so somewhere like Studio 9 is unique in that they can take us on and say, we can work this into our Macbeth material. We can make this accessible for everybody.
That's what we're working towards, right, is bringing down that awkwardness and showing them that this is just a normal part of life.
I'm hoping they will just take the time to critically assess their own bias and their own perspective, and then also to feel empowered to be able to express themselves creatively about topics that are quite typically political. Today we're at CATO, which is the Center for Arts and Technology, Okanagan, and we're in their studio and we're recording all of the spoken word poems that the students and myself have been working on. My biggest objective wasn't to have them writing poetry that ended up feeling like propaganda for breastfeeding. I wanted them to write authentic responses.
The results have been outstanding. It's exceeded my expectations to see what these kids have been able to produce.
We're doing our big launch tonight. We're having our art opening, so all of our students are coming out. They're showing their photography that they've done, as well as performing the poems that they've been working on for the last 6 weeks.
My poem is based on the theme between the bond between a mother and a child, because I feel like that's a major part of your development.
It's her life, her decisions, her consequences, it's her body.
I originally wanted to do something about towards nutrition about breastfeeding, and it kind of took off from there, and I changed it into a story.
He is healthy, close to being wealthy, and even has a family of his own.
Instead of just basing mine on breastfeeding, I thought that I would take the dairy industry into it instead, just because I thought it might make it more interesting.
Yet taking something so viciously that was never intended for us.
Honestly, I think I'm just most proud that we've been able to show students that they can reflect on social issues through art. You can actually change the world and be an artist.